What is up, you guys? It's Twinless Twin. We've got more Is It Prowess content coming for you today. Today we are running back the blue-red list that we featured in the first video, but with prismatic endings on the sideboard. So this is an upgrade that I made specifically for frog decks, but also just for all this random sideboard hate that you might face. So I think that having them in the sideboard, just leaving the Flage, not going too heavy on the white splash, might be the way to go. So gonna give that a try. Let's go ahead and just hop into a league here. Sorry, I usually queue up a match, but I forgot to this time. So yeah, we can pull the deck list up as we're searching. Sideboard, I've made some changes. Like I said, those prismatic endings coming in. I moved a Slick Shot show off to the sideboard. I think that right now Modern's in a pretty interactive place where Slick Shot's not the greatest, but there are still matchups like Combo, like Eldrazi, where you will just want to have that fast, explosive draw, and that's where Slick Shot will be coming back into our deck. Likewise, I think Slick Shot is a card that I don't know if I ever cut it, but I think now moving forward I will be cutting it a lot in those interactive matchups. Just as a 2-mana card, doesn't get a lot of value. Its only value is damage. It's probably one of the worst cards we can have in those interactive matchups. At least DRC gets that surveil value right away. Swift Spear only costs 1. It's very efficient. Storm Chaser's Talent has that ability to rebuy something, so there's value in all those cards. Slick Shot is just a damage machine, but that might not be what we want in every single matchup. So maybe a lot of swapping Slick Shots for prismatic endings could be in our future, but we'll have to see how things play out. Okay, I think this hand's a keep. We're not really doing too much with this Violent Urge right away. This is part of why I only play 2 copies. It's like, when you don't have Delirium, this card is just kind of embarrassing. Is there any reason... And we could preordain turn 1 with the thought being... The Swift Spear of dealing 1 in the grand scheme of things isn't super important, and if this is truly a red mirror, because they have Arid Mesa, like finding something like mutagenic growth could help protect our Swift Spear for a bigger turn in the future. I kind of like that logic. Like, getting this 1 damage in now is not very important. Ooh, and bottoming 2 lands and then finding an Expressive Iteration is a great value for us. Okay, now I think it's the Storm that we're up against. I'm less concerned with protecting my Swift Spear and more concerned with just killing them as quickly as possible. Okay, so we can just, I think we'll just go ahead and play the Slick Shot. Get in for 1. Somewhat close to setting up a Violent Urge. I mean, we need a sorcery, or we need a creature, or we need a we need a creature or an artifact. So Bauble would be the nuts here to draw. And Bauble would literally just kill our opponent. I wonder if can iteration into the Bauble and still beat? No, because we beat. Oh wow, we actually drew the Bauble. Okay, we should win here, I think.
I know.
So we bobble. Or just bobble them. Sea grape shot. I haven't actually counted the damage we're doing, but if this isn't lethal, then I don't know what is. So this lava dart goes in the graveyard. Violent urge. We have delirium. And then dart them back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you have Slickshot Show Off in your deck. This is 25 damage on turn 3. So yeah, Violent Urge can get you across the finish line pretty nicely. So on the draw, Prismatic Ending lines up really well. They won't expect us to have very many ways to interact with like a Ruby, for example. So we could just Prismatic Ending it. Pierce seems fine, Slick Shot seems fine, Consign seems fine. Okay, what seems bad? Probably like shaving iterations, or maybe just cutting them entirely is the way to go here. Keep our deck super linear, super proactive for the most part. I don't think we really need this Consign. Let's just bring in 2 endings. Alright, is there one other card we could cut? For the 3rd Prismatic, if we think we for sure want it. Tormod's Crypt is also interesting, but Storm can kill you through Tormod's Crypt somewhat consistently. Like if they ever have Ral, then they easily kill you through it. And if they ever, often they can just kill without a Pass in Flames anyway. So let's see, Prismatic Ending. I kind of like all these cards. I guess Storm Chaser's Talent could be the cut. I do think on the draw we need to probably have interaction in, right? Like, it's going to be hard to go under them too often on the draw, but I mean, if any hand could do it, it would be this hand. This hand looks somewhat close to like a turn 3 kill again. Wow, with all those baubles. So we want to save all of these baubles. Because we're going to plan... Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I was thinking I wanted to thin my deck, but we could draw Prismatic Ending here, and now we don't have a white source. So I should have saved that fetch and just started with the Mountain. Yeah, saving all these baubles because they're worth 2 damage with Slick Shot. The problem is they're probably just going to go for a turn 3 kill, and we're going to lose that race. Oh, End's Resolve. This is kind of excellent for us. Alright, well, I think we kind of have no choice but to do this.
Power Plus was one of the cards that I had like pretty big reservations about, but it's just been beastly. It's earned its place in the list.
Yeah, we could awake.
Did I send the list with unable to screen?
Okay, so
yeah, it's a nemesis.
We've done everything we can to get them dead. We put them down to 2. Unfortunately, 2 is not lethal. So that was turn 2, by the way. Pretty good turn 2. Hopefully they don't just kill us here, though. I mean, it seems pretty likely they do kill us. Oh, maybe not. Now it seems pretty unlikely. Yeah, alright, and we win. So just 2 very explosive hands to start off this video. And that is why I am excited about playing Prowess. Is that, you know, it's so proactive and powerful that you could just do something like that to your opponents kind of regardless of what they're playing. while we're queuing for the second match, shout out to your boy Ethan, who took down an RCQ. They're a friend of a friend. So they took down an RCQ with the blue-red Steel-Cutter list I uploaded, and that was awesome, super exciting for them. See them at the next RC. Okay, so we have Steel-Cutter. This hand's a little bit slow to get going, but that's fine. Like, our deck can definitely play a slow mid-range game. Not even mid-range, but a slower game against most of the decks of the format. Like, if this is energy or something, the decks where we're going to be in trouble with a hand like this is if we're actually up against Storm, for example. I think a third land is actually fine, especially when it's Fiery Islet, which is, you know, some flood insurance in itself. Okay, hopefully our opponent doesn't have a way to remove the Steel-Cutter. Aaron Mesa is pretty much 50-50. Okay, so this is Storm then, again, I think. Yeah, we're playing Storm again. Okay, well, we'll get to really learn a lot about the Storm matchup, I guess. This tells me that they don't have another land. I think holding up Bolt is high enough value to take away like any Ral kill that it's worth waiting a turn, because I think we just kill them next turn anyways. And there is Ral. How does this flip work? It doesn't actually matter. I'm gonna bolt it anyways. Oh yeah, they take one from that. No, another Ral. Oh no. They won the flip. And they could just choose to flip their Ral here. So they've cast 2 spells. They need to cast 6 before the Ral ultimates, but flipping the Ral at all lets them tick down on Slick Shot show off, which isn't bad. I can't believe they had another Ral. That's pretty funny. I mean, bolting it was still the best thing we could do there. Like, even if they had the extra Ral, we still are supposed to bolt the first one there. Allergies have been ripping me apart this year. It just started the spring coming around. Uh-oh. Okay, I think if they win any of these flips, their Ral is going to ultimate. They have a strike it rich minimum in the graveyard here. Wish. And they won the flip. Okay, we are very dead. So they hit Ren's Resolve, empty the Warrens, Manamorphose. Is that Storm Scale Dragon as in... Wow, that's the Dragon Storm card. But they can't cast it. That's funny. Okay, so they empty for a bunch of goblins, but I guess they can just use a sideboard removal spell to kill our Slick Shot. Yeah, if they just use their wish to kill the Slick Shot, we're dead.
Maybe I should be a little more.
Bitter. Oh, they just have Bitter Reunion as a sideboard card. That makes a lot of sense because of the Storm Scale Scion. So now they just haste all these goblins and we're dead. Okay. I would say GG's. I'm not really sure that was.
I mean, it is the
GG's.
truth.
It was just BG's. We had the Bolt even. Come on. We should have won. I'll shave this Storm Chaser's talent. I still think the Preordain is good. Like, often we'll want to just set up turn 1 with a Preordain. I think that getting Delirium is still going to be important for the Violent Outburst draws. Like, Preordain turn 1 into turn 2 Slick Shot, turn 3 Kill You. It's pretty good. So even though the Preordain is like a do-nothing, I mean, it also helps us find some of our action stuff. So I guess maybe Consign gets a lot better now that they have this dragon. Right, like if you just isolate them onto one dragon, it's pretty good. What's the cut? Another Storm Chasers, and maybe shave a Preordain. I hate making your deck too reactive. Maybe Steel-Cutter even could be the cut. That card's just very, very good. Two Consigns is not great. It's gonna force us to hold up mana on turn 3 too, which is annoying. So in that case, I think we do want the third land, because if we're holding up mana anyways, might as well have a third land so that we can start to actually play our spells, right? Like if we're stuck on 2 lands and we're always holding up mana for Consign, we're never getting anywhere. And then they just Ren's Resolve to punish us. Alright, well let's scare them straight. Get a Slick Shot into play and make them start to think twice about, you know, waiting much longer to go off. Pyretic Ritual. Okay. I wonder if they're going to go for the Dragon Storm here. Just Ritual a couple times, make a couple dragons. Nope, Ren's Resolve. Okay, bit of Reunion. Then they Impulse again. Find a Ruby Medallion, but that's the end of their turn. I do think getting some pressure on them is valuable, so let's just go ahead and do this. Get ourselves that monk and get in for 7. This basically forces them to go off this turn. In their minds, they don't know that our hand is 2 Consigns and a land, so we can't actually kill them, but to them, they're thinking, wow, like any spell basically is going to kill me.
If I lose with this hand on the play, I think this deck has to suck. And you should probably all the ball for Eli.
Okay, so they go for the Ruby, and that's a pretty clear counter. Another reunion. We have a draw step plus the Fiery Islet redraw potential, so should have a decent chance to kill them. Even that alone, the Violent Urge alone might be good enough. With the Lava Dart, we definitely should be good. Getting Delirium with this deck is not easy, which is a pretty big concern of mine in playing the Violent Urge at all. Like, if you can't easily get Delirium, then the card is just not going to be great. Okay, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more suspicious I am of Prismatic Ending in this matchup, because often they're not going to actually play their Ral or their Ruby until the turn they go off, and in that case, this Sorcery Speed removal spell does nothing, but they should feel like safe enough playing a Ruby or something on turn 2. So we just have to hope that's what they do so we can get value off the Prismatic Ending. Nope, Reckless Impulse. Do you think we need to fetch our white source here, and then we'll probably promptly get punished by drawing like a Preordain or something? Let's get the Steel-Cutter out. It does make us shields down, but there's not another great play there. Okay, so it seems like they probably have
This format is so dumb. Good hand on the play just means you can't lose ever.
just get him for 2. Slow and steady wins the race. The fact that they've done this, I mean, it seems like maybe they're flooding or
Do you want to do one more for the sake of completion?
I don't know. Dragon, it seems like they're kind of likely to have the Dragon Storm card too. To me. Can we get some valuable type for Delirium here? Okay, that is valuable. I think we'll put it into the yard and like hope we find a Preordain. Wow, okay. This kind of went perfectly, and now we have Delirium somehow. It always feels like a miracle when we get Delirium with this deck, to be honest. Without a DRC in play, I should say. So the plan here is just present lethal, make them, if they have a removal spell, make them have to use it. Okay, so now they, okay, well they're just dead. Alright, awesome. Well, we take down Storm here, 2-1. Let's get another match, and this time let's hope it's not Storm. This deck just showing explosive power and consistency. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. I think Steel-Cutter hasn't had a great chance to shine because Prowess, you know, against Storm, Slick Shot, Show Off is really the name of the game. But Steel-Cutter is going to really put a lot of work versus Oculus and versus Frog and versus Energy. You know, that's where Steel-Cutter will shine the brightest. I mean, I like this hand. I mean, we can. Ooh, turn 1 Ancient Stirrings. That's interesting. Does that mean we're up against Brute Scale? We are up against Brute Scale. Okay. We'll just pass it back.
Make a wall.
Hopefully they don't just start jamming. Don't play brute scale here. Okay, rumble is fine. I think that I'm fine trading the lava dart for the scion here too. Very important to slow down the opponent. Oh, they just instantly do that anyways, so... Okay. Didn't even get a chance to do what we wanted to do. Is Steel-Cutter the better play here, or is it just Slick Shot, show off, attack for 3? If we do Slick Shot, attack for 3, instead of attack for 2 with Steel-Cutter... No, I think the Steel-Cutter is better with the bobble. Though it might actually be close. To an extent, it's a pure damage race, but on the flip side, they do have like Kozilek's Return or something, and we do have a Lava Dart that could pick off a Brute Scale potentially. Okay, so they go for the Brute Scale and then they equip, but they cannot trigger it. Oh, they have a Ballista! Okay, so they have an infinite sized Brute Scale. Do they have a payoff? I guess this makes their play make a lot more sense. I never will play around that though, because we did not know about the Ballista. And that's a relevant thing to know about. Okay, so they're making a big guy. The question is, are they killing us or not? The turn 3 kill. Modern has become a degenerate place.
I don't hate my clan, but it's just like, also there are just a subset of games I can just never hope to win.
Seems like maybe they have another Ballista.
Whenever you play like
So I'm very ready to scoop as soon as they show me the card that is going to kill me. Maybe it's just a Kozilek's Return here, so they wanted to... Yeah. Okay, that's good enough. They just scry 28. They're very, very likely to win based off that. Okay, so another spot where Consign is great. Another spot where probably Prismatic Ending is pretty great. But now we need to cut cards. I think Shaving Iteration is fine. We actually can interact decently well with their combo, so we probably don't need to go that fast. And these mutagenics aren't countering any of their removal, so I think this is where I'm willing to like slow down a bit, bring in this interaction to really stifle their plan. Maybe we just don't need 3 Prismatic Endings on our sideboard. Maybe it's like a 2 of type card. Just overboarding always feels kind of bad. And then, do we want Slick Shot or Blood Moon in this matchup? Blood Moon, I don't think so. I think it's not impactful enough. Unless we really care about the Saga. Slick Shot, we probably do want Slick Shot. Okay, I regret not boarding in the Slick Shot. This hand seems to have real Goldfish potential. Turn 1 Swift Spear. Turn 2 Slick Shot. Turn 3 Swift Spear. Like preordain Dart. It's a lot of damage. Ooh, the double Dart too. That's dirty. And this is a time where I'm just casting the Swift Spear, or the Slick Shot, because I know like this Slick Shot is not very likely to be killed, and the 1 point of damage could definitely end up mattering. So if they just jam Brute Skill here, well, they don't. They chose Brute Skill to hand. Okay, how much damage do we have with just these darts alone? And then if we preordained for a land, would that be enough? So 4 darts is 4 damage. They're down to 13 plus 8 damage on the slick shot plus, so 13 minus 9, 4 plus 4. So if we preordain into a land, we just have lethal through this Eldrazi spawn. What if we don't preordain into a land? Okay, time to pivot. I guess we know we want to dart this thing, so let's just do it. Please do not play Brute Scale Equip Walking Ballista again. It's kind of all we can ask for at this point. We did not have lethal before. They just have it, don't they? Oh my god. We got turn 3 twice. I don't think that their deck does that this consistently.
I'm going up in a braid.
We were short, right? Like with the double dart. If we preordained, if we just double darted. Wait, hold on a second. If we attacked, they would have blocked because they knew they had lethal without that spawn, I think. Maybe they don't block. If we'd attacked, they were at 17, right? And then double dart puts them to 13.
It's a free one.
And it's 4 spells cast, which is 9. So 4 plus 9, 13. Oh, we had exactly lethal without preordaining. I thought the preordain for a land was like a sure thing, but I guess maybe it's better just to attack.
Yeah.
And hope they don't chump block, and then...
If I had the hand, I feel like I could call.
Unbound loop detected. What does this mean?
Against, like... I don't know. It's a little
I mean, do they have the win con again?
The worst hero ever, I feel.
I assume they do, but... There's no point to interrupt them with Lava Dart either. I guess if we had gotten both the Lava Darts into the yard, we could have just sat there with those to kill a Brood Scale. We just like, yeah, maybe Lava Dart, shoot. But then we end up with no lands in play after that. So that doesn't sound great. And we wouldn't have them dead next turn either. Yeah, I think the preordain was a decent line. I guess if we attack and they chump block, we just pass with double Lava Dart up is also a possible line. Or like play Swift Spear, have Lava Dart up. And no, like we might have to sacrifice a land if they end up having the Mega Nuts, but that's only if they chump block. If they don't, they just die. So I think we've kind of messed up there.
Oh my god.
Again, I just want them to show me. They're making so much mana to do something. I really could not care less. I just want them to show me their kill con or not. And if they're just making a big guy, then I'm just gonna kill them. No, they've sunk a lot of mana. mean, so in their deck's defense, or in defense of them turn 3ing me twice, they have Malevolent Rumble and Ancient Stirrings, so that really does help them set up. But generally, I think they need to have the sword naturally for turn 3 to happen, or to rumble for that to happen. So it does seem pretty unlikely that that happens. And it is unfortunate we didn't have a bolt either game either, because that just completely breaks apart their combo and is really hard for them to play through. So that should be a good matchup for us, but oh well, we'll go back into the queue. I think we'll just get one more. It's getting late, so I'm gonna have to head to bed.
I wish I could play like 9 copies of both.
Alright, we are on the play. With a very nice hand. Just gonna start on a mountain. Do a little deck thinning.
Maybe the split Skittle ain't that bad,
Oh no, don't thought sees us. No! I mean, it did cost them 2 life, so it's almost like we got that Steel-Cutter trigger. I don't think we want that Lightning Bolt. That doesn't seem horrible, but looking for something like another Steel-Cutter. They really want us to have the Lightning Bolt. I do think I'm going to Mutagenic here. If they have Solitude, they have Solitude, but they could also have Fatal Push.
Yeah,
seems like the
really
best chance to use Mutagenic Growth. I'm going to bin this. Uh-oh, they're not F6. Feels like they have Solitude. I mean, they shouldn't do it now. There's no reason to Solitude now if they do have it. Or they're just AFK, which is also possible. I'm confused. Nothing even happened, and somehow priority went back to... That was weird. Please take 5. Do not solitude me. I can't do that right now. Okay, nice. They take the damage. I am saving this bolt since I binned the other one. Oh, land. I mean, we were destined to draw that land anyways, so... Another Thoughtseize. They Thoughtseize us and we bolt their face, show them 2 lands. Alright, a pretty scripted play here. Saving the bolt pays off. We draw Steel-Cutter.
Oh wow, that's what
We're probably only getting 1 trigger out of the Steel-Cutter, but
yeah.
maybe we can hold some spells.
What an advanced
and
maneuver. Holy.
get a 2nd trigger, or draw an iteration or preordain to get us there. They did have Fatal Push, which makes some sense. It's good that that's why we used the mutagenic growth prior. I'm curious if they target the monk token or the Steel-Cutter. Okay, they leave us with the monk.
I'm aware of the one way you could possibly
And
win this game.
Thank God the Shrunk tapped, so... Ooh, lava darts. I mean, we're not gonna go for it there. So let's dart them. Dart them. See if they're dead. It has to be Fatal Push or Solitude. They do have Solitude. Forcing the Solitude out of their hand is not a horrible outcome either, though. So, we do have Mishra's Bauble in our deck, which means maybe we should be careful. Trawler us. We lose Delirium. We should probably just be drawing and not fetching because of Mishra's Bauble. I think we just play an attack. I don't really see the value of plotting. That's the value of plotting, apparently. It's like the one of Skyclave Apparition that they have. Of course. Of course. As soon as I say something like that, right? Draw Violent Urge, yeah. So, if we just plotted, we easily win. Yep. I think the good news is we should still be favorites here. Even a Lava Dart draw wins it. They should be incentivized to be attacking here with everything because they need to kill us pretty quickly before we kill them. Can we draw the Bauble? Get rewarded for our patience. We're going to do the Bauble thing on their turn because we do not want to get something Thoughtseized from us. You're kidding. Alright, so we go to 10. I guess that's another reason to do the Bauble thing on their turn. We take 7 to 3. Their last card is a spell. Ephemerate kills us. A lot of things kill us here, for being honest. Well, there's a Bolt. So is it good to Bolt now? Or is there a reason not to? So the reason 2-bolt now would be Ephemerate killing us. Though thinking back to last turn, I think they probably would have wanted to Ephemerate the Bowmaster on end step to put us dead on board, so I don't think they have Ephemerate. So they could have Solitude, and that would be a reason to hold the bolt. Okay, well, we drew that, so I guess we upkeep this bolt. Are you dead? If they had Solitude, we die to that, but okay, a Slick Shot seems like the easy cut here. We bring in this one Torpor Orb, and then I think a couple Consigns to help protect our stuff from potential. I guess, okay, actually, going down, we have all of these cards, which are pretty sketchy as well. Maybe Slick Shot wasn't the easy cut. We just want to cut that stuff. We'll do like 3 Consigns to stop their ETB triggers. The Violent Urges might just be fine to have. We don't need a Consign and we shave a Slick Shot. Maybe just the mutagenics are bad.
My hand was pretty big, so
Because, I mean, I guess they do actually sometimes tax our yard with the Trawler. I was going to say, these games should be longer, which increases our odds of Delirium. And then the Urge alone is just like guaranteed for 6 damage. It's like there's a Prowess trigger. All of our creatures have Prowess. +1, plus double strike. It's guaranteed 4 damage.
Alright, I'm adding a bird to my deck. That was wrong.
Failure is scary here. We don't have a bolt. We could double dart it, I guess, if we had to. So I guess let's just hold that up. I think that playing the orb is kind of bad anyways here at this point. And we only need to actually answer the failure if they like play something worth answering. Now, it does open us up to a potential Ephemerate blowout, but I think I'm willing to do that because I'd really rather not Lava Dart, but if I have to because of this Overlord, I would. So they get back Orchestra's Bowmasters or Skyclave Apparition? They go for the Skyclave. Huh, funny enough, that is going to be a small thing pretty soon. Hey, stop that. I'm going to say hello to Bone Crusher Giants. Good boy. Okay. So we are going to Lava Dart this failure. Make the very embarrassing play of flashing back Lava Dart on a failure. But I mean, the alternative is not good. They get an Overlord and we probably just die immediately. I think we should probably just top the Steam Vents. Please do not have Ephemerates. Oh, what is this? Solitude? Huh? So they... Okay, and then they ephemerate the Solitude to kill everything, but they let the Failure die. Interesting. I guess resolve the Torpor Orb now, because iteration wouldn't do much. Without any clock, I mean, now, yeah, that was actually a pretty good play by them. They're just going to be gaining 3, we're losing 3, and their Overlord is ticking down, so it's going to eventually get us anyways. Haven Interrupter? Oh, man. Wait. Oh, it doesn't do anything because of Torpor Orb. Haha. You fell for my trap. No, it does do something because of my expressive iteration. Oh, and I could have got a land. Okay, we're conceding. Shame concede. Shame scoop.
Shark at the props hold that coins is pretty
Shame scoop.
generous. Like, that is... yes, all the time. My opponent plays turn 2 Steel-Cutter and I'm on the draw and they fucking murder me, I don't know. Like... my opponent go...
Alright, alright. We've got a very, very strong hand here. Potentially even a turn 2 Delirium. You have to get pretty lucky there. It's still possible. I am a bit afraid of an Orcish Bowmaster, but... No! Oh, we clicked through combat. Oh, that's going to be such a rough way to lose if it does end up costing us. That is a bummer. 4 points of damage. Never recovered. R.I.P. Okay, well, they play a Surveillant turn 2, so that's promising. Bin Bogart Trawler. Okay, we can get rid of a land. How do I feel about a DRC? I mean, it does help us somewhat fight through it. No, I think get rid of it. I think we'll pass. I want to probably cast... Oh my god, they're killing all our stuff again before we got Torpor Orb down. Is this my fault? Am I supposed to have just... Am I supposed to just play Torpor Orb turn 2 right away? Turn 1 Swiftspear, turn 2 Torpor Orb? No questions asked? I guess we probably just need to kill... So we can start with the Preordain, but we probably just need to kill the Solitude and move on. Consign is not what we're looking for anymore. A land is good. I guess we could wait to kill the Solitude. Is there a reason to do that though? We get to resolve the torpor orb. Just stop it anymore. Okay, maybe let's get the torpor orb down. Let's learn from our lessons. They have like Avid Interrupter, Flicker Wisp, a bunch of very annoying spells here that we just probably don't want to deal with. So let's get the torpor orb down, and really hoping they don't have Ketramos. That would destroy us here. They like untap and play a Ketramos. Alright, so to no one's surprise, they're playing Ketramos. No, they're not. Okay, I guess they're really. To no one's surprise, Solitude plus Ephemerate is very good against the aggro deck. Let's see if we can battle through it though. Whoa there. Is this? Is it? I'm not sure if you guys can see. Something just happened on Streamlabs that did not look good. Looks like maybe we lost the source. If that is the case, sorry. This video will end here, but if you guys can still see somehow. Let's see. Is there a way for me to check? Maybe you can see, maybe you can't. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Actually, I think we should just pre it in here. I'll take both of these. Play Storm Chasers. And then send it back over. Do you think they have failure here? Or what? I don't know what's going on. No, they just untap. Very interesting.
Oh, I did a statement changes.
Can we just block here?
That's fine. It's not like it matters that much anyways.
And then just bolt, I guess. Yeah, I think it's just fine to bolt. I want us to keep my otter alive. I was thinking of just like trying to like lava dart. I think keeping multiple prowess creatures around to deal with quickly. Get back enough damage. Oh no, they actually had the Ketramos this time. This time, not a false alarm. This is a real alarm. Again, I'm not sure if you guys can even see, so there's that. Okay, we are dead here. Yeah, there's no coming back from that. GG's. Alright, well, we lost to the Solitude Ephemerate twice there. Lost to the turn 3 Brute Scale kill twice, but overall strong showing for the deck still. I mean, we had multiple turn 3 kills of our own. Prismatic Ending, I mean, it's always hard to tell when you want it and when you don't, because like in this matchup, it actually would do a decent bit versus some of the stuff we're weakest against. Like if they have Portable Holes, Relics, and even Ketramos, like those are scary, scary cards, but if we have Prismatic Ending, that helps. On the flip side, it's not a proactive card, so not sure if it's something I'm interested in. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.